Hi, amazing people. Let's get started. You all are here with us at Agility today's co-creation open house. So you all understand what is co-creation and what do you mean by open house? So open house is a space where you can just come and go, visit everything which is there and ask anything that you want to know about what's there. And so that's open house. What is Agility Today? Agility Today is a fest that runs for a couple of months for learning, intentional networking, creating and exchanging opportunities, taking your career and yourself to the next level. And yeah, I mean, it's immense, it's awesome, it's fun, it's transformation personally. So that's Agility Today for you. We'll see about what's Agility Today more in a bit. So let's move on to what is co-creation and what are we doing here. So before we talk about co-creation, let us just give you a precursor for Agility Today. We are Agile Virgin, and Agile Virgin is a community of practices which started, which is born out of need to collaborate and learn. So I am, that student who needs to have group studies to understand things better. I cannot just go on and learn everything on my I have so much, I have so much to ask, I have so many questions, and it's no more like how it used to be in school or colleges where you had a professor to tell you. This is real life, and we have to learn from each other. We have to do so much, and we have to fail a lot of time. We have to do mistakes, and that's how we learn. So that's where I realized when the real life happened in 2013, and I started learning about what is agile, how to bring in agility in your ways of working and your organization teams in your own environment. uh, and so I started going out to meetups and then conferences, and that's when I had many ideas, and I thought there is so much we all can do together, we all can have from each other. There were so many people who guided me, and I felt so many of us need that guidance also, even for the work, for opportunities I wouldn't have known. So there were so many amazing people who shared with me the new opportunities which were coming. They just told me, oh, you know what, that organization needs a couple of consultants, and you probably will be good, so go and apply, kind of thing. And then when I started going to meetups and conferences, I also wanted to put out my ideas on stage, my experience. And so I started more and more feeling that we need to create more such forums where people can come frequently and offer what they have and ask for what they need. So Agile Virgin came out as a meetup, and um, so I mean I really cannot uh, thank Atlassian enough. That was the first meetup I started running, and I learned a lot from them, how they help and they support their community and their community leaders. They are mind blowing, and in fact I would motivate many of you to go ahead and work with them. And then other body that I truly appreciate is Agile Alliance, of course, Scrum Alliance and Scrum Org. They also run their meetups and they support in their own special ways to all these meetup organizers. So we had to think of a name, and the name was Agile Virgin, because I felt, we already are Agilist. The way we all navigate through life, our challenges, how we grow, we inspect and adapt. And when we don't inspect and adapt, we don't grow, and we fail to achieve what we want. And of course, we all understand what is followed by that, sadness, frustration, and everything. So if we really want to, achieve what we want in our life, create true happiness for us and people around us, we have to be inspecting and adapting. And I thought, yeah, we all are agilists. We human being here surviving for so many centuries are not nuts. And but then what happens as we move forward, and we listen to society and the conditioning that we get from there, in a certain way, we all get screwed up. And so that's how the name Virgins of Agile Virgin, that's how it came up, and that was the name for meetup and everything. So yeah, I think the tiniest step that I took forward was meetup. I never thought I'll go beyond that. But then I also started helping conferences, speaking in conferences, and I had many ideas, and I volunteered, and I didn't get much of stage to put forward my ideas, create something. And uh, and so that's when I thought, why not, I will probably create my own events and conferences. And we started in 2017. So 15 is when we formally put together our own meetup. 13 is when we started, uh, you know I started actually, and then we became I started going to meetups and conferences and meeting amazing people there. So 13 is when that journey started. 15 is when I put together a meetup, and I was very lucky, to be joined by some amazing people who are still there with me. And 17 is when we put together our first event, our first forum, and that was Agility Today. And so Agility Today is actually the very first baby. And this baby, the eldest one, is the biggest one also, the largest and the grandest one also. I mean, of course, none of them are any lesser. So, but Agility Today somehow kept on expanding, and it didn't just remain an unconference. It started with the thought of unconference, not a conference, unconference, which offers people what they are looking for: a stage, shepherding, support, yeah. So what and how, our team members together, and I sort of tried to put all the names. I wanted to put together photo. I was just sort of running out of time. My apologies on that front. And so yeah, so a grand, beautiful team. And our team, not just Agility Today, then started putting together everything: Dream Big, FunConf, Change Agent Summit, Agileathon, Engineering Lab, Visual Binge, Mentorship Program, Coach Camp, Career Boot Camp, Job Fair. So a lot, and that happens across the year. So then you might be wondering, what is Women in Agile in Tech? We realized, there are needs that women have, looking at our how our social structure is, and how our role as a woman is defined, more of a caregiver. And so some self-imposed, some imposed by our social structure. We have those constraints in mind, and we are not able to break through them. And so how to go forward? So kind of creating a community of support, of sisterhood, of learning and caring for each other. We created Women in Agile and Tech. Women in Agile and Tech has also contributed to all these amazing events which you are seeing here. They run special 4 programs: Agility A to Z, Visualize, Gamify It, and Unleash Yourself. They have special purpose, and they then gave birth to a couple of other events. So that's our Women in Agile and Tech group. And then in 2018, 17, 18, at the same time, when I was also thinking about Agility Today, I started interacting with Agile Alliance. And I have a very special place for Agile Alliance in my heart, because they truly are a not-for-profit body, just like what Agile Virgin is. Their major source of income is one conference yearly that they run, which is, Big Agile Conference, Agile XXXX. So, coming year, it will be Agile 2022. And a very tiny source of income comes from their membership, which is not at all expensive. And then, from this conference, the ticket sales, as well as the sponsorship that comes, and they spread this money across the year, helping communities and paying to their staff. So none of the money is taken up by one individual and using it for something. Just like at Agile Virgin, we keep our cost extremely accessible for everyone, because we want everyone to come forward and take benefit out of the international forum that we have created, the global community that we have created. And Agile Alliance has been helping us since 2019 on that. First, we created initiative with them, and later they started especially paying attention to India community development. So many of you ask, why do we do what we do? And the response is not, there is no one person who knows it all, but we all know something. And putting that collective wisdom, collective intelligence together, we all know what we need to know. We all have what we want. You might have an opportunity which I might be in need, and vice versa. You might know something that I don't know and I truly want to know. So I thought, we all need to be together. I believe in abundance. I believe there is a lot for all of us. It's just that it's in pockets, it's inaccessible. So let's make it accessible. So that's why I do what I do. And I am not satisfied by just being at one job, doing one thing, because I know I have so much to offer. And I know there are so many of me out there who have so much to offer. So, yeah. So what are we doing here today? We are meeting to co-create agility today. Now we have done some of it, and we want you to do, whatever you want to do with agility today. So before we talk about other stuff, let me just quickly show you what is agility today. And I think probably for that, I have to share my screen again. And let me just quickly do it. So that's agility today for you. And this is a fest. And this fest runs for a couple of months. We start with a global mentorship program where we provide a platform to mentees and mentors across the globe. I think this year we hit a count of 600 plus mentees and mentors from somewhere around 61 countries globally. There were 81 mentorship topics, and people exchanged learning, and they just didn't stop there. They exchanged uh, emotions, struggles, fears. They exchanged their experiences, and which helped them to break their own barriers. I learned something from you, you learned something from me. I shared my fears, you told me, what can be done and all of that. And then it didn't stop there. These relationships became, much longer relationship. Also, and it wasn't just about conversation, networking, and emotions and sharing. Then, came another part, the hard core truth of life, where people started exchanging opportunities, helping each other in job and references and recommendations. So that's about mentorship program. It is again a global program. This runs for a couple of months, starting from gathering information to pairing people, and then enabling them to start mentoring. And a huge applause there for Meenakshi, who leads this program for us, and major thanks to her. Then we go to the Career Bootcamp. Career Bootcamp is a space which serves two major purposes. One, it of course help you in discovering the right career you should have. And of course, we are into agile industry, so our focus is there. But yes, it does not just help you understand whether you are a good fitment for a product owner or scrum master role, or how you can transition from being a tester or a manager or a BA to being a scrum master or a product owner. No, it also helps you introspect and realize what more do you want in your life. Because see, you can get a desired job that doesn't assure happiness. And you will always hear it in my conversation. It is not always about education or excellence or mastery. It is also about unleashing yourself and living a fulfilled life, and not just a so-called successful life. So then, Career Bootcamp also, so it's not just about you, it also helps managers and, HRs, those who are looking to recruit right talent, agile talent. We also used to align a job fair with this. This year, we are not sure. It's a lot of effort, and it's a virtual world. And so team is still thinking about it. We might come up with it, we might not. Let's enjoy the year end first. Then the unconference. Now, unconference not only offer you sessions, unconference is a space where all the co-creators are showcased, branded, highlighted, their digital footprints are created. Unconference does intentional networking. So you'll be really delighted with what we have created for the intentional networking, so that you can reach out to the right set of people, connect with them even after the event is over. And of course, there are expert sessions. There will also be sessions with these new speakers, and they will share the stage with experts. Of course, there is one-on-one consulting that can happen. So, and a lot of fun, of course, looking forward to. Then we move on to the Dream Big, a special space created by women in Agilent Tech. And they focus on different topics, psychological safety, if I have to go back, what all were there, talent mapping, strength finder. They have done a couple of these programs under Dream Big. Now, this year, their focus is on communication, because with this virtual life, it has become a little difficult. And then we go on to engineering lab. So Unconference focuses on a lot of things, variety of things. But if we want to only talk about agile engineering, what's happening, what's latest, we go to the engineering lab. So we have taken up stuff like Bitcoin, machine learning, data science. We have then further taken up AR, VR, and so this year our focus is on DevOps. Then we go to the Coach Camp. Coach Camp is a space for not just agile coaches. It is a space, run in much of open space format. There will be some, flavor to it. So it's not pure open space, but definitely based on open space. This is also an initiative of Agile Alliance. And so Coach camps run globally in different countries, different locations. These days, of course, it's virtual. And so we will be joined by global Agile thought leaders and learners, and we invite you all to join us there. The second last space is Gamification Hackathon, and GameFed Turkey is especially supporting us. So it's not just you will see games there, you will learn the whole gamification science, and then you will create your games, you will create your, and these games are not just to, make work and learning fun. They are also, there are serious game at work, which means driving results is what, you are going to learn there. And last but not the least is licensed workshop. So I'm not only talking about, the essential courses which are provided by various training, institutes. Some of them I massively respect are like Scrum Alliance, Scrum Org, IC Agile. But I'm talking about those custom courses which might not be in general available. So for example, how do you deep dive in the product ownership? How do you have a pragmatic applied science kind of learning? So for example, Bossa Nova, Agenda Shift, clean learning, clean language, sorry, human system dynamics, all those stuff which are not, openly accessible, especially to folks here, where the awareness is less. So those kind of thing, and custom courses designed, to meet certain need and not the generic information. So yeah, that's about agility today. Going back to what we were talking earlier, so now we know, what is agility today. Then I think I'll hand it over to Gaurav and follow me to talk more about how you can co-create with us, and how you can share this stage either as a new speaker, sharing your idea with the global audience, or as a servant leader who is able to serve community as well as offer their thought leadership, propose new programs and lead them as well. We will offer you all the needed shepherding, all the needed machinery, and yeah, I think you should best use it. So over to you, follow me, and Gaurav. Please, take forward from here.
Thank you so much, Dipti. And I would request to keep your screen shared so that we can give a little more highlight to what we are intending to take forward. So as Dipti rightly suggested, that we are offering two very unique spaces in our Agility Fest. One is for new speakers and one is for new servant leaders. We are offering the 3 S's, the stage, the space, and the shepherd, to take you forward in the journey along with us. And I will be talking about something which is very close to my heart, launching new voices. See, when I started off coming into the community, the biggest challenge that I had, that no one would hear me because no one knew me. However good speaker I was in my organization was not good enough for the community because no one knew me. There was no entity of Follow Me in the community which gains that recognition. Fortunately, I met this wonderful set of people who gave me the opportunity to put forth my ideas in open spaces, have conversations, tech sessions, give sessions, be part of their entire journey, co-create. And this is exactly what I have brought forward along with this community to you. We will launch New Voices in our dynamic program, which is part of the Unconference. And to do that, we will provide you a stage to share your ideas, knowledge, expertise, and whatever you want to speak about, whatever you want to give to the community. And we will help you prepare for that as well. We have awesome shepherds who will be taking you through this journey on how to prepare to become a speaker. We will have dry runs so that you are confident when you are giving that speech or talk. And it's an open forum. Everyone will be given a chance to do it. And we will also creating your digital footprint so that you are known as a speaker and promoting you to make you recognizable among other leaders. Your voice would be heard. That is what we are going to give to you in our launching New Voices program, which is the dynamic program. I'll now hand over to Gaurav for the servant leadership part.
Right. Thank you, Paulami. Paulami talked about her interest for launching New Voice and close to her heart. And over here, I'm talking about bringing new leadership. More than new leadership, I would say it's a launch pad that we are getting through this amazing festival of agility today. It talks about, when you join us as a leader, as a servant leader, Agility today provides you the platform to execute your ideas, all support that you need over there, provide you, an ability, or I would say a support to create your digital footprint over here, give you a recognition among other leaders and the community, within the community, gives you a credit for the work that you are doing. Primarily, what we are looking from the servant leaders are, it is a community outreach activities that they will carry forward, corporate outreach, making sure that the fest is running to its best and it is successful by